everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an everyday makeup look.
Alright, so this is my POREfessionals. I ran out a little bit, so I'm just going to smooth this all around my face. Just make sure it gets on all of my problem areas that are really oily, like my T-zone. And next we have my Born This Way foundation. It's a color Natural Beige. I know you can't see it very well. And then I'm using the brush that I got from Sephora. I don't know what it's called though. I don't like to use a beauty blender whenever I do this because it doesn't seem to cover the way that a brush does for me. And I just like to make sure that I'm getting all of my face. I like to make sure there's no streaks, so I'll go over it multiple times, you know, especially my forehead and my cheeks. Next up we have my Glamoflouge from Hard Candy Concealer, and this works really well. I just like to put it under my eyes and just put a lot under there so that I can make sure to conceal it pretty well. And then I like to put it on the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow, and sometimes my chin. It just depends on how I feel. After I'm done with that, I like to take my beauty blender and just pat it in. Now we're going to take the Mercier loose setting powder. It's absolutely amazing. I love this product. And we're going to take my beauty blender that I use for only dry products and put it in and just kind of like lightly tap it on to the beauty blender and then pat it out on the lid so that it's like an even coverage on the beauty blender, and then you know, just pat it on to anywhere that you put the concealer really, so it'll bake on. Next up we have the Covergirl Clean Powder Foundation. It's a really good product. I use this every day whenever I put on my makeup. I'm just going to put this anywhere that I didn't put the baking loose setting powder, and you just want to make sure that you get it on there so it'll cover up on any wet foundation that you had. And then I'll take it and I'll lightly brush off the setting powder that I had. So now I'm taking a Tarte bronzer in the color Park Avenue Girl. It's an amazing bronzer. And I'm just going to lightly put it on to my cheek area where I contour. also going to go ahead and contour my forehead, or as I like to say, my 5 head, because it's huge. The next place that we're going to contour is my jawline, because I just like to make it look a little bit more chiseled. Blush that I use is going to be by Tarte. It's called Concept, and honestly I'm going to be linking all of these in the description below, so just look out for those if you ever want to buy any of these. And so I just lightly tap it in there, and I basically just put it over my contour and then just a little bit above it. Couple like little strokes on it, and I like to fill in just where my natural brow would be, and then I go a little outside of that on the tail. Now I like to make my eyebrows look a little bit more natural, so I'll take my brush and just brush out my eyebrows, make sure there's no harsh lines or anything. And now we're going to do my eyeshadow with the product from Butter London, and it's more like a putty than it is like a shadow, like powdery shadow. I got this at Ulta, and it's such a pretty color. It's holographic, and it looks like you've done this elaborate eye makeup look, and it's really just one color that you sweep on with your finger. Next up we have the Tarte Pro Glow, and this has contour colors and highlight colors, and I mostly just use the highlights in this, and we're going to be using color Strobe, and it's right there. It's such a pretty color, and it really just does all the work for you. I use the Colossal Volume Express from Maybelline. It's pretty good, you know, it's my go-to mascara. Finally, we have our setting spray. I use the D-Slick from Urban Decay, and then I like to go in with my Carmex because I didn't really have lipstick, and this is just my everyday look, so I didn't need lipstick. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, you know, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Thanks, bye!